Philadelphia are known for their iconic cheesesteaks and hoagies. As of lately, I feel like there's one sandwich that's really underappreciated, and that's the Stromboli. Baked Italian bread stuffed with ingredients. And I'm here now at Romano's Pizzeria. This is the birthplace of the Stromboli, which was created in 1950 by Grandpa Nasserino. Currently 3 generations in, this Stromboli is made the same exact way since the invention. Baked Italian bread with Italian cold cuts. So let's meet the owner. Let's try these original iconic Strombolis, Philadelphia's own. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
One of the days, there's usually about 3 days a week that we're doing this. You know, this Stromboli that my grandfather started in 1950 has always been a prefabricated sandwich. They're made in batches, and the reason for that is because it's bread. So most of the pizza shops, and pizza shops really didn't start to get real popular until maybe the mid-60s. You started seeing a lot of people getting into pizza shops. Before that time, the big cities had them. You know, Boston, New York, Philadelphia. But so what happened was we were selling the Stromboli for 20-some years, and then as pizza shops began to open, you began to see a real proliferation of pizza shops in the area. When people would go into these new pizza shops and see their menu board, and every sandwich shop had it, they want to know where their Stromboli was, because we'd already been selling it for 2 decades. So the businesses didn't know what they were talking about, but there'd be a conversation, and then the next time you went to that pizza shop, chances are they had something they would tell you about Stromboli.
Right.
97% of the time, they took their pizza dough and they, you know, it's in a retarder or in like a refrigerator, and instead of making pizza with it, they would make some type of item called Stromboli, which they'd wrap stuff around it. Yeah. But Stromboli, the way my grandfather started, it's actually Italian bread, and you have to be a baker to understand the difference between pizza dough and making Italian bread. Yeah. Italian bread's a process. I started this morning about 6 a.m. and we'll be going at this all day till probably about 4:30 this afternoon. It goes through 4 different proof stages, because my job is to make sure that when this is done, this is actually bread with ingredients baked inside. So this will go through 4 different proof stages, as I said, and then when that final proof stage is just right, then we'll bake them off. And they can fill them. And we usually set them up on the dozens. So the ladies will make them and then close them up, which is hour tops, and then they'll be ready for us to bake. So this dough that I'm pulling out of these bins right now has already proofed twice. Nope, 3 times. 3 times. And after they build the Strombolis, it'll proof for a 4th time. And this proofing is an important step. I mean, you know, when you're talking about bread, it has to proof, and that's one of the big things that, frankly, I don't think any other place that sells
I've
this
never seen this
bothers with this. You know, it's too much work.
Right.
Open 10 to 8 Monday and Tuesday, and 10 to 9 Wednesday through Saturday, and we're closed Sundays. You can contact us online at www.romanostromboli.com. We ship nationwide on that same site, romanostromboli.com, and you can call your orders in on the same site from the restaurant to have it delivered. We're currently delivering through 4 online ordering apps, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Slice.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful creation. I actually, to be honest with you, I've never had a Stromboli the original way that's baked into the Italian bread. Can y'all see the details on that? This is cut into 3 pieces. Oh, and it is hot. Still hot. It is piping hot in my hands. Steaming. But let's do this. You know, I don't mind if I burn the roof of my mouth whatsoever. Do it just like that. Whew. The original Stromboli here at Romano's. This is the meatball Stromboli. Let's go in for it. I don't mind if I burn the roof of my mouth whatsoever. Are you kidding me? This tastes like an originator of something. That dough, that Italian bread is definitely super fresh. I don't think I've ever had Italian dough like this ever. This is the original. I've only had it the other way, where people, I guess, copied their style, but they thought it was pizza dough. This is fabulous. But just like this. And that bread is just like, it's a nice crustiness to it. I wish you guys can hear it. Crunchy right here. Y'all hear that?
Well, that's where I've heard it fly all over the world. Country. And not even just the top 5. You know, companies that are on. One thing is,
that to me is that's a very light, delicious dough. The meatball is delicious. It's nicely sliced up. But get the meatball if y'all want meatball. Y'all want to try the real Stromboli? They got it going on. Look at that. So that's a cheesesteak Stromboli. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But I want to get to the sweet first. So let's do the sweet next. Let me show you guys. Cheese is still melting. Y'all see that? Ooh, got the cheese on my finger. Still hot. Piping hot. Piping hot over here. Look at the freshness. It doesn't feel like, when you eat this, it doesn't feel like you're chewing for a long time, because that bread, it's like a toasted bread, man. Here we go. Thank you. It's like that bread is just toasty. Like it's, you know how like pizza dough can get a little tough if you don't do it right. They know how to do their dough. So Romano's. Let's try this out.
I don't buy that. I don't think we're going to have a population problem with it.
Oh man, that American cheese just oozes out. That was the hot. This is the hot, actually.
Like the refugee problem is going to exacerbate.
Yeah, that's my story.
Their dough,
So it's going to be resource
their Italian bread
and migration.
is legit certified with the Stromboli. My God, I've been eating it wrong this whole time. I'm kind of mad at myself. But at the same time, you get something like this that's so popular, people gonna copy, you know. So you really can't be mad at that. But if y'all want to try the original, look at that crusty bread. Look, crustiness. Just melts. You know, they say better late than never. I'm glad that I tried the original Stromboli. Because I've been missing out on that Italian bread. And I love me some Italian bread, especially with some gravy. Then you get it stuffed with them fresh ingredients. Good eats, man. Excellent eats. To me, the overall technique and the creation of this definitely is game changing, man. So it looks like the hot, you know, same technique. Same layers of cold cuts, but they got probably just sweet peppers in here, right? Get your side of marinara too. So let's do this. So let's do the. This is the sweet.
And then they close the box. Then they ask the question: is the cat dead or is the cat alive?
Oh, that was hot.
We put the cat in the box.
I get excited, man. I eat. I don't wait till it cools down or nothing.
If you take the
Look.
atom and you take part of it, you bring it 10,000 miles away, you change the spin on the proton, and it automatically changes on the one that's 10,000 miles.
Gotcha.
And nobody knows. And nobody,
Should have let it cool down because then you'll get that
what do you take?
dough a little bit more crusty, right?
You take
So let it cool down. Don't be like me. Let it cool down. You'll actually get a little bit more crusty action.
like take the proton,
Look how much cheese is on there.
you change the spin on one of them.
I know what y'all saying. There's gonna be a lot of spots in Philly that does Strombolis. I understand that. But in this particular case here, I want to just give it up, you know, for Romano's for creating it. So I'm gonna get to the other ones later. You know, I'm pretty sure there's some other creations and stuff like that. But to me, I wanted to see who invented it, see how it's supposed to be, and then from there I can just keep moving on. Sometimes you got to go back to go forward, baby.
Some guy with a white beard sitting up here on Pluto somewhere.
Love. And this wouldn't be Philadelphia original if they didn't have cheesesteak. So we're gonna save the cheesesteak for last because that's what we're here to do. You know, Philadelphia all about cheesesteaks, but those were amazing sandwiches. All right, up next is the cheesesteak Stromboli. Cheesesteak Stromboli. Here we go. So imagine that beautiful baked Italian bread with a cheesesteak. I want y'all to see the details again, all right? I don't even think this needs marinara. This probably need ketchup, but y'all gonna yell at me if I dip it in ketchup, right? Just do it like that, though.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me that don't look beautiful. Y'all ready for this? Cheers.
How they found each other and got into travel. Out in the middle of nowhere.
There's a characteristic about the bread that stands out, that truly stands out. If I had to go with my favorite, and I didn't even order it, Pete just sent it right out. I'd probably say that meatball Stromboli came out of left field and won my heart over. Then it would be the hot. Y'all know me, I love hot. The original hot. I mean, original hot and sweet. I'll probably get both, see if they can do sweet and hot. The cheesesteak is good. The original Stromboli, Philadelphia, y'all gotta try it. It's one of the most underappreciated Stromboli sandwiches around. Try the original, I'm telling you. You'll thank me later, right? So, I ate a lot of food, y'all. Yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I want to say thank you again to Pete. The whole staff here is so nice. Very cozy setting, like I said. You can take out, you can order off of their website. But Pete here's the rock star. You know, when Pete was talking to me, I kind of felt like Lil C, and he was Sonny. You know what I mean? And he got that type of personality. He's an OG around here. You know, I feel like I could talk to him about Phillies and Eagles all day, but that's for another day, man. But thank you again, Pete, man. You already know this. You guys are having a legendary, iconic staple spot here that definitely people here need to visit and make their voyage over here. Essington, 10 minutes away, not too far. I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you on the next episode, all right? Peace.